aproximadamente 10 minutos para su conferencia de prensa. Como siempre, les pedimos, por favor, los reciban con mucho cariño, con un aplauso muy fuerte también, ya que en este momento necesitan sentir todo el ánimo y el cariño del público chileno, ¿ya? Muchísimas gracias y ya en 10 minutitos deberían estar por aquí. Gentlemates, press conference is going to start in about 10 minutes.
Hello. We won? We love you. I love you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this press conference. First of all, thank you, gentlemates, for being here with us. We are going to start with some questions on the room. So, Constanza, you go first. And also on the media, on the call, please start to raise your hand. Thank you.
Hello. Firstly, nice try today, guys. It was a really fun game to watch. My question is to anybody who would like to answer. Today, it seemed like, especially on that second map, Dambi was having a ball of a time with the Bucky and Judge. So kind of wanted to ask you how it felt playing against him and what was the biggest challenge you had in being able to play on Corrode?
I can take it. Yeah, I mean, the shotgun is something that we expected and we try to prepare for it, but obviously it's hard with all playing. Any other team I don't think in the world right now is playing like this, so it's hard to prepare kinda. We had the chance to play one scrim against Nongshim before, and so we kinda at least like felt on the scrim, we were thinking it's gonna be a bit better. At the end, we were getting quite bullied by the shotgun, but yeah, I mean, that's the state of Neon with Bucky. I think it's hard to counter. If you miss your shot with shotgun, it's kinda done. So he kinda rolls over, and I think we could have played better for sure, but it's also hard to counter. So next time, hopefully, he's gonna be eating my judge also.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Thank you. Hi, guys. First of all, sorry for the lose. My question is, Starcho. Many people saw you coming to this match as a favorite. What did you see from Nongshim RedForce today? And what surprised you the most about the way they played?
Nothing. Oh, suka. I mean, nothing surprised us. We knew what's gonna happen. We've been watching their games. They've been showing this throughout the entire kickoff, and so like we had all the preparation. I think it was really good. I think what we lacked today only balls. We lacked to be ourselves. I think a little bit pressure of playoffs got to us, since the start of the game. Even though we started good, both sides, first half, I think we couldn't keep up the momentum for ourselves. We kind of got too much excited for the game. And that's it, Like we always lose to ourselves. That's how we lose to BBL. We gave too much respect to them. Here, I think it was the same thing. We're gonna make sure that this is not gonna happen again. This is like one-time thing for us. We're gonna have like a deep talk in hotel. and lower bracket gonna be flawless. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hello, guys. My name is Raulitz. I work for Fusion Esports. My question is for Mini. Mini, what do you think is like playing under the pressure of the lower bracket? Does it change their mental, or do you think the pressure helps them? Thank you so much.
Sorry, could you repeat again?
Yeah, of course. What do you think is like playing on the pressure of the lower bracket? Does it change your mental, or do you think the pressure helps them?
Yeah, I mean, I never played really in lower brackets since I'm in VCT. I was just getting stomped last year, so I was just losing and losing. It was just loser year, not a bracket. So yeah, I think nothing changed, like the other teams, they will also be playing for their lives and everyone's going to be playing their best and trying their best all the time. So I think nothing changed, like our path still stay the same. Like we'll be focused on getting better each day and giving it our all, and nothing changed really.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hello guys, I'm Chitaco from Universo Valorant. My question is for Starshow and the coaching staff. What lesson do you take away from this match?
I mean, I said my lesson, so maybe you guys can say.
I mean, yeah, not to repeat, I believe that I agree with Starkso that this match we lost a bit to ourselves. So yeah, having a conversation, learning experience definitely for us, and yeah, we will make sure that this doesn't repeat.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hello guys, Gardis here. Yeah. Pick lose today. 2-3 is heavy. Tactically speaking, what is the first thing you need to fix for the future matches? Anyone who answer, please.
I mean, overall, I think tactically, like Starko said, like we need the balls, we need to play like gentlemen, like don't respect the enemy, like just do the call until the end. I think that's tactically it.
And I will just add that tactically there is not a lot of the gaps. Sometimes it's only about the execution, which also I believe we like today. But yeah, I think this answers the question.
Thank you so much. Now we are going to take one question on the call. Pedro?
Hey guys, quick mic check. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, and I want to send my commiserations to the team regarding this series loss. Hopefully, you guys can bounce back in the next chance. I want to send this question over to Bipo. Out of curiosity, like you basically been the neon guy for this Gentlemate squad for this entire year so far, and I'm just kind of curious of how you viewed that head-to-head matchup with Dambi, given, of course, he's been playing neon, and many people view him as as the best neon player in the world. How do you view that matchup, and what are some of the takeaways from said matchup?
I mean, I think today we weren't really playing against Dambi, we were playing in Nongshim, so I really didn't view it against as a 1v1 matchup. So yeah, I mean, we just played against Nongshim. I didn't really think about it that much.
Can I send another question?
Yes.
I want to send this question over to the coaching staff. We saw that comp change in Corrode with Martin going on to Phoenix. I just want to ask you about your thoughts on making that switch. What did you feel like gave you guys the edge, or more so your thought or your preferability in making that comp switch, and how did that kind of play itself out in the server?
Can you repeat, please?
I want to ask for your thoughts on why the change was made on the comp in Corrode and Map 2. What was your thought process and what led to that decision?
I mean, not a lot of the thoughts. We believe that the composition is good into the matchups that are currently meta on the Corrode. So we have the players that can play everything. So we are always open to do the changes. Maybe somewhere else also, we'll see. But yeah, it's not a deep reason. We just believe that we have players that can play everything. We had a comfort picks, and yeah, we just changed the comp.
Thank you so much. Now we have a pre-submitted question for Bipo. Bipo, this question comes from a questions. Basically, is do you think this match it was more about your own execution, or did the other team force you into uncomfortable situations?
I think it was more up to us, and we just didn't deliver today. And yeah, we will do better next time.
Cool. Thank you so much. With this question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias. La segunda conferencia va a empezar en aproximadamente 15 a 20 minutitos más. Sí, con los chicos de Nongshim RedForce. Los jugadores siguen grabando cositas con media como todos los ganadores de todos los días, así que vienen en unos 15 minutitos más o menos.
Pedro, we're ready for you. As usual, 10 minutes starting from now. Okay, thank you.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Yes, I can hear you well. Yep.
Well, Minnie, thank you so much for the time. Really do appreciate the interview you've given me for the audience that are tuning in. Doing this live. I'm doing an interview with many of Gentlemates finishing their match against Nongshim. First and foremost, I want to give you the obvious question. How are you feeling? What's going through your mind after finishing this match?
I mean, yeah, it's just hard to lose to ourselves. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'm just sad that we didn't lose to a better opponent, but to not playing like gentlemates. Just forgot what make us good and forgot what got us the wins and the playoffs, you know. And yeah, we just need to make a step up and be gentlemates again.
I mean, what did you feel the team missed out on or lacked, in your opinion, that made it possible for you guys to do well in the Swiss stage that didn't happen today in the start of this playoff run?
I think intention, like we were missing a lot of intention. We need to have more balls, making more decisions as a team. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like just a bit scared, not doing anything, and just we let them too much to play their game.
I mean, despite this being a 2-0 matchup, a 2-0 result, it's very kind of deceiving because, like, in various moments of the series, it went into a back and forth affair. Like, it kind of like was hard to figure out who was going to be the team coming out of this up until the very end. Um, did what happened in Haven, like the 13-10, and what happened in Corot 13-10, is this similar in how you guys played those maps, or like was the result of how the maps happened different in each of the two maps? I don't know if you understand it, if you want me to repeat.
Yeah, I mean, both maps were quite same. Like we just lost some 1v1 clutches and we always had the momentum. Then we managed to lose it because we were just not making decisions or making wrong decisions. So yeah, we kinda gave the momentum away. Then we start taking over again, and then we start losing again. Some 1v1 clutches and stuff like this. But yeah, that's about it.
And I gotta ask you, like, as the IGO of the team, how difficult is it for you to like try to handle a team like this in these kinds of situations, hard situations where like the opposing side is like getting the best of you, but you tried your best to steer the momentum onto your side. How difficult was it for you?
First of all, it's Stark side yelling, not me. I'm just the second IGL.
Yeah, my bad.
And yeah, I mean, I always try my best to help Starks as much as I can. But at the end of the day, it's all 5 people that need to be involved and need to hype each other up, make sure the comms are good and everything. So it's a effort of 5 people, and we failed as a team. So yeah.
Apologies on that slight miscalculation or mishap. Um, this Nongshim team basically stood out from the jump in this season as like being the team that is using the best of like the double duelist meta and using the neon as his Danby. And I want to know, like, out of your curiosity or out of my curiosity, how did you view like your preparation for this team and like looking at them from the outside and then comparing that to how you actually viewed them or actually faced them in the server? Were there any like differences that you've seen in terms of like preparation and reality of this
I mean, it's always hard to prepare against team like this. Like you cannot really play any scrims against someone just running it down with judge all the time, you know. So it's hard to prepare. We had some good anti-strat, you know, and we had the clue how they will play. But we just couldn't execute it properly. We were missing our shots, and that was clearly the issue many times. You know, like we all the time know, like this guy will be lurking, this guy this. But at the end of the day, if you miss your shots and they kill you, it's done. So yeah, the preparation was same like always. but yeah, we're just missing the shots and making poor execution decisions.
Out of curiosity, I know I said a question to the coaching staff about like the change in the comp in Kurot, but I want to ask you just sort of like a copy and paste kind of thing. What was the idea behind going for that massive change, like opting for like the Neon Phoenix for that composition against Nongshim? You know, if you can share.
I mean, it was the player's idea. This comp especially came from me, and yeah, we were just not feeling that great on Corot in the matches before, so we were thinking like, why to not try something else? And this comp was looking good on scrims, so we just stick to it. And yeah, I mean, everyone Martin feels good on Phoenix. I feel good on KO. Even the performance today was not there. I don't think it's because of the role issue. It's because of how we played as a team and how I played as an individual. So yeah, I think the comp decision was still a good decision. We stay behind it. You know, there's no regrets. That if we would play like Martin Euro or something, would win or something. Yeah.
I understand that. Thanks for sharing, Mini. Will we expect to see like more of these comp changes like in other maps, or you just can't share right now?
I mean, for sure depends on the enemy teams that we will be facing, etc., etc., and it's something I cannot really share. So just you guys just need to wait and see.
Just wait and see, indeed, man. I really appreciate that insight into this matchup. On the topic of now, like your experience in this competition, obviously this is your first international, and doing so with a team like Gentlemates, and obviously you've been asked these kinds of questions so many times. I would assume in so far in this competition, but like now that you have played around 3 matches and you have that under your belt, how have you kind of been fitting into just being on the international stage, and like and how has the experience been like for you so far right now, Mini?
I mean, the experience here is great, you know, like having so much people in the crowd cheering for us and just playing here on the big stage against international teams feels amazing. So the experience is something I really appreciate, and I just want to keep going and keep experiencing events like this.
I mean, I understand you've been screaming, you know, with other teams from like maybe outside of those that are participating in Masters. Out of curiosity, like, what has been the biggest like takeaways that you've seen from like taking in the different playing styles from the teams around the world, not just in EMEA, and just having to learn from, and also like improving your game at the same time?
I mean, I think my biggest take from the Masters is that always, like all the time, it's just on the team and on me as a player. Like no matter who we face, like we can always win. You know, everyone's just human here, and as long as we will be doing good work, keep pushing each other to be better, like you can always like do everything you want in your life. You know, so I really feel like right now there is no opponent in the life. It's just me against me and my team against the others. You know, and as long as I will be doing my best, pushing my team to do the best, like there's no one that can stop us always. So yeah.
I remember you had that. You showed up on, you posted on social media about like a few days ago, like before Masters Santiago, of you like yourself screaming against Nongshim, and then like you put a quote tweet on top of that with the eye emojis, you know, saying like, "Hey, we're gonna face off on the main stage." How'd you kind of like view the comparison like from scrims and this match today?
I mean, it was literally the same. We played one scrim against Nongshim before on different map that we were not playing today. So we kind of, it gave us the grip how they will play, you know, so we could feel it more. So I think it helped for sure. But still, we were just missing the reps on the other maps. And yeah, that's about it.
Going back onto the topic of IGL, well, of course, as you said, you are the second in charge of that department. How has the relationship been like for you in communicating with the team in terms of like leading the squad in the server with Starkso as the main guy and yourself uh not far behind? So how has that relationship like been building for you and him?
I mean, the connection between me and Starkso is great. Like naturally from the day one from the trials, I felt like I see the game same as him. Like my calling type of style last year was very similar to his calling, so I was very grateful to have him as my IGL, and I'm glad to support him every day. Also, the team, I think everyone really believes in us. You know, they always trust the calls and they're trying the best to learn on them. So I'm grateful to have teammates like this. And yeah, we just need to make it perfect, the connection between me and Starkso, and it's going to be great.
At the time of the recording, we still are yet to know about who your opponent is going to be, and of course, you know, whoever it is you're going to face them with a lot of motivation, a lot of drive to beat them and continue the run. What I want to ask you about that is, from now till that next matchup, what do you want? What do you hope the team to build on, improve, or work on the most from now until that next match? Like the most important thing from your point of view.
I mean, there's nothing you can really change in one day of break, But I just want us to realize that there's really no opponent. We're just playing against like ourselves, and as long as we get back to the gentleman's wave, like we have been playing last 3 months, then there is no reason for us to not succeed and go further in these masters. So yeah.
Hopefully, you're able to do exactly that and more. Manny, appreciate the time, appreciate the interview. Commiserations on the series, and hopefully you can get that dub in that next match. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Recording in progress.
나도 안 들어. 너가 해, 너가.
K-팝을 즐겨 듣는 것 같고 저는 이번 신곡 그 4 그 노래 좋아.
So I listen to K-pop regularly, and my recent favorite song has to be 4.
그
By Kiki, apparently. I'm not too sure about the song.
Thanks. Next question, please.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Golden, independent journalist from Latin America. And first of all, guys, congratulations for the win of the day. And my question goes to RB. So, RB, is the first time that we see you on the international stage since you were on the RX in 2023. So, how do you feel this comeback to the global stage?
네, 우선 승리 축하드리고요. 이번 질문은 알비 선수에게 질문드립니다. 네, 알비 선수 같은 경우는 DRX랑 2023년 이후에 첫 국제전 경기인데 이렇게 국제전 무대에 돌아온 게 어떤 기분인가요?
뭐 그렇게까지 막 크게 생각한 건 없는데 다시 돌아오게 돼서 기쁘고 제 국제대회에서 제 모습을 다시 보여드릴 수 있는 게 정말 좋았던 것 같습니다.
I mean, it's nothing too significant for me, but coming back to the international stage, it makes me really happy, and I'm really glad that I was able to put on a good performance today.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hello guys, Cardi here. Congratulations, and the question is for Cross. Special risk got bigger today, and the pressure is higher, but you make it look easy. As a player, how do you keep your mind so cold in a match like this?
네, 먼저 승리 축하드리고요. 이번에는 엑스로스 선수에게 질문드립니다. 엑스로스 선수 오늘 좋은 경기를 펼치면서 무대에서 침착함을 유지했는데 이 침착함의 비결을 듣고 싶습니다.
경기 들어가기 전 입장신을 할 때 관중분들이 워낙 열정적이시고 재밌으셔가지고 재밌게 게임할 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
So before heading into the match, when I was doing the walkout, the Chilean crowd was so supportive, and they sent me good vibes, good energy. So I think that's why I was able to stay composed on the stage and was able to have a good game.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, my name is Sophie. I'm a game design student, and this question is for Ivy. Latin America has been growing a lot in sport in recent years. What role do you think Latin America will play in the global competitive scene over the next 5 years?
네, 이번 질문은 아이비 선수에게 드립니다. 라틴 아메리카, 남아메리카가 최근에 좀 스포츠 쪽에서 큰 그런 큰 진전을 이루었는데 다음 5년 안에 라틴 아메리카가 어느 정도 그 e스포츠 씬에서 두각을 나타낼 거라고 생각하시나요?
당장 1년 안에라도 유망주가 있다면 좀 잘 할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
I mean, right now, even in the next year, if there's a prospect in the Latin America, I think he's gonna do really well in esports.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hello, guys. Congratulations for your victory. I'm Camilo from Nevermore, and this question is for Ivy.
how's those how does it feel to be the first team from your region to make it to in a Masters and win your debut, coming straight out of Premier, also having the support of the crowd?
네, 이번 질문은 아이비 선수에게 드립니다. 퍼시픽 지역의 1시드로 마스터 산티아고에 진출한 그 소감을 들어보고 싶고요. 프리미어 팀에서 시작해가지고 오늘 국제 데뷔전을 치렀는데 전체적인 소감 들어보고 싶습니다.
일단 퍼시픽 1시드로 올라온 소감은 저희가 킥오프에서 잘했으니까 당연하다고 생각하고, 그리고 프리미어에서부터 올라와서 이렇게 마스터즈에서 1승을 거두게 됐는데 이 점도 이제 저희가 저희끼리 믿고, 그리고 그 믿음을 토대로 플레이를 해왔기 때문에 나온 결과라고 생각합니다.
So firstly, I think it's very I think we deserve the first seed in our region because we play so well in the kickoff. And secondly, since the premier to Masters Santiago, we were able to achieve it because we had faith in ourselves and we were able to play based off on that faith.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Yeah, I'm Kempio from Oxen. I'm head coach. My question is for Dambi. What do you think about the play style of the Occidental teams, like from NA and Latin America?
네, 이번 질문 담비 선수에게 드리고 싶습니다. 북미 팀들과 라틴 아메리카 팀들의 플레이 스타일에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시나요?
제가 그렇게 경기를 많이 안 봐가지고 잘 모르겠습니다. 죄송합니다.
To be frank, I haven't watched a lot of NA and Latin America teams play, so I'm not able to answer properly. 그러면은 그 추가 질문으로 담비 선수에게 라틴 아메리카랑 브라질 서버에서 좀 랭크 같은 거 돌려봤을 텐데 그거에 대한 그 평가 좀 들어보고 싶습니다.
일단 다들 게임을 열정적으로 하니까 다들 스톰도 많이 하는 것 같고 총을 잘 쏘는 것 같습니다. 총 잘 쏘고 스톰도 잘 돼가지고 여기서 게임하니까 저를 게임할 때 많이 반겨주는 것 같아가지고 재밌는 것 같습니다.
So yeah, when playing rank on the Brazilian server and the Latin America server, I realized that the players are very passionate. They have good aim, and surprisingly, the comms are really good as well. And the players have been really welcoming, and they had very good hospitality.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hi, this is Chobra. Hello. Hi, good to see you guys. I'll ask the question in English first and then Korean. This is for both Sungmin and Yeoman. You're the first team in approximately 600 something days to win your opening match as a first seed. What do you think you did different that allowed Nongshim to kind of break that streak? 이거는 그 코치님 두 분께 드리는 질문인데요. 농심 레드포스가 이제 600 몇십 일 만에 처음으로 1시드로서 오프닝 매치를 이기는 팀으로 알고 있습니다. 그간의 팀들과 좀 어떤 준비 과정이 달랐기에 그런 1시드의 저주를 깰 수 있었을까요?
사실 뭐 어떤 특별한 거 했냐고 한다면은 그런 점에서는 사실 노지만, 저희도 first seed가 이제 가지고 있는 그런 뭐 컬스라든지 이런 거를 어느 정도 의식을 하고 있었기 때문에 저희가 실제로 대회하기 전에 경기장을 방문해서 실제 현장의 분위기가 어떤지 뭐 이런 쪽으로 해서 좀 선수들이 좀 더 빠르게 적응할 수 있게 약간 아이디어를 좀 냈던 것 같아요. 저희 둘이서 아무래도. 그래서 현장 방문도 했고 애들도 다 이제 엄청 즐거워하고 뭔가 대회를 기다려하는 그런 뭔가 분위기가 되었던 게 좀 컸던 것 같습니다.
So there wasn't really anything special, but in preparation. But the team was conscious of the first seed curse. So before the match, we as a team we got to the venue and then we felt the atmosphere, felt the vibe, and we were more ready to adapt to the stage after that. And that was like the team's idea overall. And today the players had a lot of fun, and I think that kind of paid off, like coming to the venue before the match.
Yeah, I would say also there's nothing special, and we just try to focus on ourselves. And as much like first year team have like kind of curse, but we actually don't believe that curse, and we just do in our best. So there's nothing special. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now we are going to take some questions on the call. Miguel, you have the next question.
Thank you so much. Hello, guys. My name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of KS in Latin America. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on your debut on the international stage. My question would be for Coach Silkanen. The core of the team has been together for such a long time. I mean, I think that except RB and Cross, you guys have been together for more than 3 years. How has this cohesion has helped the team to deliver these good matches, to have a good performance on the stage? How has this time you have spent together contributed to your good performance?
네, 우선 국제 데뷔전 잘 치른 거에 대해서 축하드립니다. 이번 질문은 실카논 감독님께 드릴 텐데요. 농심의 그 코어는 이제 알비 선수랑 엑스로스 선수를 제외하고 한 3년 정도 이제 같이 팀으로 활동했습니다. 그래가지고 오늘도 좋은 경기를 펼쳤고 지금까지도 좋은 경기를 펼쳤는데 이렇게 같이 오랜 기간 이제 활동한 게 오늘 승리에 어느 정도 기여했다고 생각하시나요?
뭐 몇 퍼센트라고 정확하게 말할 수는 없지만 전 매우 많다라고 생각을 하고 있고요. 그 아무래도 다른 팀 그 계속 지속적으로 리빌딩되는 팀과는 다르게 이제 좀 오래 해왔다 보니까 이제 뭔가를 변경하거나 변화를 주는 거에 있어서 좀 더 다른 팀들보다 원활히 이제 속도가 좀 빠르다고 생각을 하고 있거든요. 그래서 그게 오늘 국제전 첫 경기임에도 불구하고 이제 저희가 어센션 때나 이제 그런 좀 좋다고 하면 좋은 경험도 안 좋은 경험도 이제 다 같이 겪었다 보니까 올라와서 이제 첫 세트 들어갔을 때도 뭐 초반엔 좀 뭐 0대4로 지고 있었을 때도 그냥 이거 금방 빨리 정하면 된다 같은 느낌으로 이제 이야기를 한 뒤에 좀 빨리 정한 것 같아서 저는 좀 그렇게 생각을 합니다.
So first of all, I think the time spent as a team, the core of the team, is very instrumental to today's victory. And a lot of the other teams, they go through roster rebuilds, and that way it's very hard to make changes within the team. While we spent a lot of time together, and when we make changes, they're more seamless and rapid. And today we were able to come out with a win in the international debut match. And during Ascension, we had some good memories and good memories and bad memories. And I think that also contributed to our success today. And in the first map, we were down 0-4, but during the timeout, we said we can just we can bounce back. We just adapt to their strategy, and we should be fine. And that was what the comms were during the timeout.
Thank you so much, and best of luck for your next match.
Okay. Now we have the last question on the call. Frankie?
Hello, quick mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. This is Frankie from VALORANT Wiki. Congrats to the win today. 승리 축하드립니다. I will ask the question in Chinese first, then English. So this question is for Ivy or any other who want to answer. 这里是无畏契约 Wiki。那么这个问题给到 Ivy 选手或者是其他想回答的选手。那因为1号种子跳过了瑞士轮阶段，往往会被认为是手感不好，但你们今天打出了非常精彩的比赛，那是什么让你们今天有如此良好的比赛状态？可以分享一下吗？ So since the first seed skips the Swiss stage, they are often expected to come in cold, but you still play a great game today. So what helped you maintain such a strong performance today? Could you share your thoughts?
네, 이 질문은 아이비 선수 또는 다른 선수들이 대답해 주시면 됩니다. 퍼시픽의 1시드로 마스터 산티아고 진출하면서 스위스 스테이지를 건너뛰었는데요. 보통 스위스 스테이지를 건너뛰으면은 많은 팀들이 이제 예열을 하지 못한 채 경기에 들어가게 됩니다. 하지만 농심 같은 경우는 오늘 좋은 경기력을 보여줬고 이제 좋은 결과를 얻었는데 어떻게 이렇게 성공적인 결과를 얻을 수 있을까요? 1시드임에도 불구하고.
다들 1시드를 받으면 저주받는다고 그렇게 다들 얘기를 많이 했던 것 같은데 근데 저희 같은 경우는 그런 건 좀 저주 같은 건 안 믿고 그냥 저희끼리 준비 확실하게 하고 대회 때 그냥 제대로 보여주자 식으로 해서 저희가 좀 뭐 일단은 의미로 저주를 풀었던 것 같습니다.
So a lot of people always talk about the first seed curse when they're talking about our team, but honestly, personally, I don't really believe in the curse. All we did was just prep well and try to show a good performance on the stage, and that's all.
Okay, thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. It was the last question for the press conference.
네, 그리고 농심 이제 그 질문 여기서 마치고요. 네, 농심 선수분들 이제 팬분들이 정말 오랫동안 기다리면서 사진이랑 이제 사인을 받으려고 이렇게 기다리고 있는데요. 혹시 가능하면은 잠시 내려와 가지고 사인이랑 그 사진 촬영 가능할까요?
네.
감사합니다.
Thank you. With this question, we go to the press conference. Now the team is going to take some pictures and sign after. Thank you.